Today I've got my Lego City update for April 2022, and we've got a few good sized changes for the city for this month. One small change and a couple of pretty good sized additions for the city. Well, there's really no changes, but a couple of additions for the city, and we'll start with the smallest addition, which is actually in the park, which was originally going to be the only thing that was going to be done this month, but I had enough time to actually do a lot more than I thought. And for the park, we've added in one of the picnic in the park sets. So that's been added in where I originally had the fountain promo set from 2016. So really happy with adding that in. So pretty happy with that placement. Really like that tree and the fact that it gives me some squirrels. And then the little plant vehicle is over by the skate park, just because I don't have room for that in the park. Because if I put it in there, it just would take up a little too much space for my liking. And then there's no changes to the spot. The plans are still pretty much the same for this area. I just need to get around to doing Sesame Street, which has been pushed back even more since I've done two very big sets, or really finished one and was able to squeeze in another this month. But we've added the townhouse half for the bookshop modular. That's been added into the city to even out this side. And then I've flipped Assembly Square and the detective's office, flipped those around, so I'm pretty happy with that setup as well. So I think that looks really good, and I'm pretty happy with the color scheme pattern for the townhouse next to the detective's office, and then the Parisian restaurant. I think the olive green with that lighter blue, and then the nougat back to the blue really works. Now if it was the other way around, I think that'd be a little too much blue, and then leading into the tan, because I do plan to make the bank mock modular, as well as adding at least a second floor to it in the future. So hopefully I can do that later this year. No changes to the hospital, and then you can see the other big addition is the boutique hotel. I've added that into the city, and I've got the thoughts video for that already up on the channel, so there's better view for that in the thoughts video. So, but really happy that I was actually able to squeeze that in and get that into the city to actually completely finish off this middle section to how I have this planned from the beginning. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now I really just need to clean up the city, and if anything for the city, that's probably all I'll do for the month of May. And if I do any building, it's gonna be display sets. So probably the cowl and the minifig scale tumbler. So if I do the minifig scale tumbler, I'll be adding in the Scarecrow minifig into the amusement park, and that'll be about it. And speaking of the amusement park, there hasn't been any additions or changes. Same goes for the beach. The farm area hasn't had anything done to it as of right now. And so nothing really new on this end of the tables for this month, and with farm stuff possibly coming this summer, hoping to get at least 2 copies for all the farm sets, 1 copy each for the farm itself, and then 1 for investment purposes, just because I've got a bit of a farm investment backlog going. And then actually I should mention that I think I did squeeze in another build for this month also, unless I did it late last month, but just uploaded the video in the span of this month. But we've got the Lego Ideas vintage car all the way back there. That's been added into the city as well. And so I'm really happy to have that added into the city. Changes out some more vehicles in my city, because personally I'm much more of a fan of either the vintage cars, like the ones from the diner and the corner garage, or ones that are more like the fire truck from 2005 here with the little boat here. Much more of a fan of those than I am of more of the modern vehicles like the ambulance here from the 2018 hospital. But that's just me. So that's pretty much everything that I've got for this month's city update. So you guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future.